Welcome to 101, the mini podcast project. I'm your host, Anthony Cruz, and today I'm in Arthur Avenue Cigars, a place that I frequent since 2010. Most of the cigars that you see that I have is coming from that place. They make an awesome array of different cigars, full body, medium body, and yeah, this is the first time I'm really on location doing this podcast. And let's talk a little bit about what I'm having today. It's a Dominican rolled cigar, medium body. The leaves are soaked in a cognac, a mystery cognac. I know what it is, but we're just gonna say it's just dipped in the cognac flavor, and then it's stored. And then once it's ready, it gets pulled out, gets rolled up, and we get this really awesome flavored cigar right here. And it's one of my favorites. It's one of two that they offer here, two different flavors, and like I said, that's like my go-to. You know, when I got the moolah, of course. It burns smooth. It burns nice, and I recommend anybody who's even curious about trying a cigar will come here and have one of these. This place has been around for quite some time. How many years would you say this place has been around? 8, 9 years. So, yeah, it's good. And right in the heart of Little Italy in the Bronx. So you come here, you have your cigars, then you can go right outside. You can find any one of many restaurants in the area. You name it. Any Italian you're looking for, you can find that. Mediterranean. It's all here. You can even get a Kennedy's fried chicken if you ain't got the duck. It's for a regular restaurant. So it's a beautiful day. It's a Sunday, and it's one day before the work week, and I'm out here doing it again. We had an awesome podcast that we did last week of The Corner, and I thought I'd just link it up with the 101, and here it is, right here. Like I said, been coming here since 2010, so I got real familiar with the place, and hopefully we get to do more. This is the start of new things. So let's talk a little about. I remember I had mentioned. Let's get into the world of pop culture. Let's talk about fast food, in a sense. All right. We had a lot of these. Anybody who knows me knows that I enjoy burgers. You know, you put a burger in front of me and it's over. You know, patty, cheese, special sauce, the whole 9 yards. But you know, we're based on a society that has a lot of fast food. You know, you got your Burger Kings, your Wendy's, McDonald's. Now, if anybody's been paying attention over the past few years, you know, things have to change. That's evolution. That's life. You got to keep moving forward. And back, I would say, as early as 2010, you start seeing a lot of more pop-up gourmet burger spots. I mean, you got your Five Guys, your In-N-Outs, your Smash Burgers, and so on and so forth. So what you started to notice is that, you know, the fast food chains started taking more and more hit on these places. So they had a culture their business model to adapt. And you started seeing that, especially with McDonald's. And I said this a while ago. You know, you started noticing that they renovated their venues. They started offering signature crafted burgers. They talked about how they were going to stop serving frozen patties and move to fresh patties. And all of that started to gain momentum. And I said it last year that they're trying to compete with like Shake Shack and all these other gourmet burger spots. Yes, you pay more, but you get better quality. And you saw that shift when they started offering more healthy, conscious options, so to say. So they had just announced that they're offering like really gourmet burger style experiences now at their franchises. So yeah, it won't be like that fast food. You're gonna have to wait for your burger to be cooked. You're gonna get better quality buns, better this and that. And because now they graduated, they're hanging out with the big boys now. That adolescence of you know, competing with Burger King and Wendy's. That's junior high school. They're in college now, you know. So, you know, and it's creating this rift because people like the accessibility of McDonald's. Not everybody's as healthy conscious as a lot of people these days. Even myself have steered away a lot from those fast foods to go for a better option. Still love my burgers regardless, but you know. But in the end, you're gonna pay more because now at these places they serve you at your table. So more of the service comes into play to my. It has more of a restaurant feel, and with that comes the responsibility. The responsibility on our part to pay just a little bit more to satisfy the kind of service we're going to get. So, yeah, I mean, in the long run, what is it that you, as a consumer, want? You know, people get on their high horse. Oh, I don't eat McDonald's. You know, that's junk food, McDonald's. But now they're moving into your realm of territory. Fresh, cooked food, better quality food. So what is it that you want? Will you navigate back towards McDonald's? You know, people got tired of having all these options, but not picking anything because it's not good for you. They're gonna make a change, and you will start to see everybody else falling in line. You know, we want fresher produce, fresher ingredients, and everything. You know, and especially now, where you know we're on that cusp of World War III, you know, that nonsense. Well, we got to be healthy because we got to have to run more, fight harder. You know, if we want to survive the apocalypse. What I love about this, it pulls so nice. Like, all right, to give you a sense of the difference between good burgers and shitty burgers, and the sense to get good cigars and shitty cigars. You have a shitty burger, you may get 10 seconds of pleasure, and like the rest of the day is all regret, right? Same thing with a cigar. You get a shitty cigar, it doesn't taste that great to begin with. You may get an instant pleasure, but it's very fleeting, so it's gone after that. And then you feel like shit for the rest of the day. But when you have a good cigar, it's all flavor, it burns smooth, you don't feel like you're hacking up a lung. It's great. Oh, and just for those non-experienced, you know, cigar people, or people who shy away from cigars, you don't inhale a cigar, you puff a cigar. Alright, so unlike a cigarette, if you're used to smoking cigarettes, you take that into your lungs. Cigars, you don't do that. You puff and you let it go. You get the flavor, you get the tobacco, and you're straight. So this is the move. This is what I like. And you can tell from the backdrop, the room is stocked with the awesomest cigars. They're fantastic. And like I said, if I get hungry, I can go right down the block, eat some, come right back, maybe have a little drink, who knows. Perfect place to come hang out and do stuff. And there's sports on the television, there's music in the background, and you got all the accessories. You need cutters, you need torch, you need the humidifier to keep your cigars fresh at home. It's all here. And the atmosphere is cool. It's very laid back and chill. So let's talk about some other things. What else is on my mind? What else is popping over the week? So, oh snap! See, it's hard to do the podcast when sports is on, because then I kind of look towards that way, and then I get distracted. I'm like, I'm supposed to be looking at y'all, but I'm looking at the screen, and I'm looking at the camera, but I'm looking at the screen. So let's get back to focus here. So yeah, me, I'm a connoisseur of food and drinks and atmosphere. You put an atmosphere that I can vibe with, you don't want, either I'm coming back or I'm not leaving. You know what I'm saying? Just doing this is phenomenal. I love doing this. I love just sitting back, having a cigar, talking about the things I love to talk about. And yeah, I mean, look, we're a week away from an awesome holiday season of movies. We got Thor, we got the Star Wars, Justice League, all that good stuff. So forget it. This is the best time to be a fan, coming fresh off the Comic-Con. All the shows started up: Flash, Supernatural, what's the other one? Arrow, Gotham, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Everything's starting up again. So much to talk about, and I won't be able to talk about it all in one spot, but we'll just do it. Flash was in the Speed Force, and he got out. New villain. His name is Megamind or some crap like that. Just an evil genius kind of guy. So that's that. Supernatural. They lost their friends. They got a new kid who may be a Nephilim. The devil's trapped with their mom in another world, and that's crazy. Let's see what else we got. We got Arrow, who's now got a son that he's got to take care of because mom died last season. And you got some new people and some new conflicts. Arrow's been ousted, so everybody he thinks or knows that he's Arrow. So he passed the torch on to Diggle. That's what's going on. You know, what was it? Legends of Tomorrow. You know, they're always fucking up time, so they gotta go back and fix time. It's the same old usual, but it's all good usual, you know. And yeah, so I love the fall because there's just so much to watch, so much to do. Like, as a pop culture fan, you'll lose your goddamn mind. Like normal stuff, normal people take for granted, like kayaking, running, you know, doing your taxes, all that stuff, falls to the wayside in the fall for a pop culture fan. What's crazy about that is that I would want to go biking up a trail. I would love to go to cooking classes and dancing classes and mingling and socializing with my fellow human beings. But fuck that. Supergirl's on. Star Trek Discovery is on. The Tick is on. It's too much. Too much. Look, I'm tired of catching shit for Game of Thrones. I've got to season 3. I stopped, and I can't even go any further because I'm still playing catch up on everything else. And since those seasons take so long to come out, I might as well just wait till it's all done, watch it, and then be done with it. So cut me some slack, alright? I'm gonna watch it. Just don't give me no shit for it. And on top of that, I mean, here it is. I mean, you know, we got beautiful weather. There's so much to do, and I let it all pass by. I should be at the gym right now, but I'm not. So I don't know how. I got to figure out how to incorporate an active lifestyle with my need to watch these shows, and then kind of mix it all together that way. Hey, if you got a solution, let me know. I'm still trying to figure all this shit out because I love food, but I want to be thin too, and that's a hard balance, man. Like, for the amount of food that you eat, you got to do equal amount of working out. And who was it? John Panette. God bless his soul. He passed away, but he was a very, very funny comedian. He said it like this: I do not do ups, I do downs. Sit down, lay down, give me a burger, I'll wolf it down. You know, put on a good song, I'll boogie down. You know, drop it like it's hot. He's a funny dude, and he's so right. Sitting down, everything down is fun. Everything up is bad. But that's the life of fat food. I'm sorry to say it, but that's true. To balance that, but I like going to the gym. It actually feels good when you actually live that active lifestyle and you go to the gym, you get into a routine of working out, and you see the progress that you made, especially when you go at your own pace. When you got somebody screaming at you, I'm not really with that, and I'm not really going to the gym with other people because I don't know, it's too much pressure. You know, I like going at my own pace. I like pushing myself, but I like going at my own pace, doing something that I'm gradually comfortable with. I hate gauging how much I weigh and how much I lost. I like just feeling better and seeing the results in the things that I wear. And I'm slowly getting back into that. You know, I have this sort of thing that I do is like, you know, eat more, eat less. And with that is this idea that I eat more throughout the course of the day, very little portions. And when I started doing that, I realized that I was full most of the time, to the point where I was like, I don't want to eat anymore. But your body needs that to keep the metabolism going, to burn the fat. And that's the part that we miss. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to gorge yourself with giant meals. You know, you eat throughout the course of the day, you're never hungry, you never want for anything, and you're eating just to sustain the energy to keep going, and it's burning the fat. So I noticed, after doing that, I had lost about 25 pounds. And that's pretty impressive, considering that I wasn't even going to the gym, and I wasn't really actively walking. I sit on my ass for 8 hours a day at my desk. I don't have the chance to move around and lift things. So to do that and to lose that many pounds in the span of maybe like 2 weeks, granted most of it water weight, but you lose that amount of pounds in 2 weeks, you see the difference, you feel the difference, and then you start going to the gym, you start getting to, you know, calisthenics, cardio, then you integrate weight training and all that stuff. So you know, you drop another 5-10 pounds, and it's an amazing feeling, you know. And yeah, you're true, you're gonna fall off, and you're gonna have binge moments and everything like that, but in the end, nothing beats it. I wonder how far I can get with just the cutting, because everybody has their blocking move, the thing that you work out, you do all these things, and then your body hits a wall, and you can't lose more than what you have. Like whatever you're doing, you're just not losing. And what it is that your body got used to the routine that you're in. So you have to shock your body. So you have to change the way you do things to shock your body. Your body goes, oh snap, hold up. I wasn't prepared for that. let me burn a little bit more to keep up. And that's what it is, and that's the whole thing. I'm trying to adopt that kind of mentality so that hopefully the next time you see me, be a little more thinner, and a little more thinner, and a little more thinner, and next thing you know, boom. You know, I'm in six-pack ab territory. It's gonna be a long time from that. It's gonna be a long time before I get there. But trust me, I'm gonna keep trying. Oh snap! Something happened. Oh damn! It's not the team that I want. Anyway, so keep that in mind, because in the end, it may help you to get to where you want to go physically and mentally. I don't know, something about getting healthy and getting that confidence. Like, it changes everything how you do things. You complete things more. Your confidence is up higher. You do all that. It's really phenomenal what a little bit of that boost in confidence does for yourself when you're physically better and you know it. Trust me. Most of the things that we do, whether it be drinking, smoking cigars, eating food, they provide momentary bliss. You know, they're great for the moment, but in the long span of things, they're not the thing that's gonna ultimately skyrocket you to the top. You know, so you get into this mode where you indulge, right? It's a slippery slope. You know, one hamburger turns into two hamburgers turns into 9 hamburgers. Pizza, binge watching Netflix. Oh, I'll watch 1 episode, then you watch 2, and then you watch 3, and then you watch 4. As you know, you watch 6, 7 episodes in a day, right? And they've linked all that to depression, right? So you gotta check yourself. It's a slippery slope, and you may not do it because you're necessarily depressed, but it's the easier thing to do. And we're all about finding the easier way of doing things. So, and I too fall into that category. I could just be at home chilling, not really wanting to do anything that day. And I'll say, oh, I'll watch this episode, knowing that I gotta either wash dishes, do the laundry, finish a project or whatever the case may be, and it's such a slippery. So you sit there and you start watching an episode, and then you go into 2, and it's that good, it hooks you in. Something like Game of Thrones, man, you'll watch 6 episodes in one shot because, 1, no commercials, right? If you have the subscriptions, or you have them downloaded, or you bought the Blu-rays, you can sit there and go through like 6 of them in one shot without even realizing. It'd be sunny outside, and by the time you pick your head up, it's nighttime. So we all have to check ourselves with that. But that's okay. As long as you can remind yourself to snap out of it and get shit done. And I'm getting that way. I get this weird thing where I'll slip, I'll come back, and I get very productive. So that's the mentality you gotta hold on to. And with that, with that sort of mentality where I'm gonna, jump back on board, I'm doing the one-on-one again, I'm doing the corner, then I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the Creators Corner Concepts and drop more episodes of that. Just getting productive in the light of all these shows, all these shits that I just want to sit down and watch TV or play my games and all that stuff. Love it. But if I want to go somewhere, if I want to get somewhere in life, you got to put it to the side. You'll come back to it. It'll be there when you come back. Just got to get stuff done now. So that's my little spot of who I am and how I view things. And I try to do the pop culture thing, but I try to leave that more for the corner. The one-on-one, like I said, I try to keep it short, I try to keep it sweet, and yeah, what can I tell you? This is by far the funnest thing ever. Like I said, I can make a living doing this, that's what I do. And hopefully you can stitch together the parts of the videos over time, and you see me going from like fat to skinny. You go from fat to skinny. That's the dream. It'll just be like a montage of quick clips of me turning into like Skeletor. Nah, I don't want to be skinny. I want to get lean. I want to get lean. I don't want to be muscle bound. I want to have muscle, but lean. I want to be able to do flips and shit. That's the dream. Parkour. That would be the life. I love hamburgers too much. Bless the man who invented the hamburger. Bless that man, because I believe it's a man. If it was a woman, I'm sorry, it's not to be sexist, but I don't see a woman inventing a hamburger. It's too much of a fat person's thing. But yeah, no, just you put basically anything in a sandwich I love. Take 2 breads and stick some meat and some cheese in there. That's it. But that is just the life, you know what I'm saying? That's who I am. I like this shit. I wish I had a drink to go with this shit. And yeah, I mean, I love this right now. If I can keep doing this, especially here, I'm in right now, And yeah, I'm looking at the camera. I'm not looking at the lens. I'm looking at the screen. So it kind of looks like I'm talking to somebody else, but I'm talking to y'all. I'm getting used to it. Like I said, there's no big lens around there. I'm just using the standard thing. But I'm gonna get better. Trust me. Trust me. It's gonna get better. There's gonna be production values and shit like that. Some like text scrolling on the bottom and picture-in-picture stuff. And if you find yourself in the Bronx and you find yourself around Arthur Avenue, stop into Arthur Avenue Cigars. Pick up yourself some cigars. And if you don't smoke, pick it up for someone you know. Trust me. You can buy them all the socks you want. But something says personal. When you get somebody who loves cigars, you get them a cigar. And not just any cigar, but a good cigar. You touch them right there in the soul, in the chest. You might even catch them shedding a tear. And you know how they say, like, women who smoke aren't sexy and all that stuff? Well, I can't gauge what's sexy or what's not sexy. I only know what I like. But if you're a female and you smoke a cigar, and it's a good cigar, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. But hey, if you don't, man, it's all good with me too. It's like, it's Captain Kirk over here. But it's just, it's the lifestyle. And if you adopt a cigar smoking lifestyle, it's not a bad lifestyle. It's filled with the most chill people. You never hear a wild man who smokes cigars, except for maybe Logan. But he's a fictional character. And with that, I'm trying to keep this a little extra long because I'm on location, so I'm trying to, you know, make it as entertaining as possible. But man, what is that? I came in yesterday night. There was a limo outside, one of them party buses out there, and the space was filled. It gets a little packed here, you know. And it's good to come during the day because there's nobody really here. It's quiet. Sunday, people are reeling over the loss of the Yankees. Oh, Yankees. Yankees, I'm sorry, man. You had a good run, but you messed up those last 2 games, man. I'm sorry. I really don't know who to blame in this one, but we were on foreign soil. CC did his best, but you just couldn't put it out. 4-0, we got shut out on the last game. That hurts. That hurts. We could have sealed it, but it is. But since I'm not an Astros fan, I gotta go Dodgers on the World Series. So hopefully that works out. You know, and right now at this time, the Jets and the Dolphins are playing, so we'll see how that goes. It's a tie score game, so it's a pretty good game so far. But yeah, I have this thing when I watch the sports, like I don't want to watch it. Like I'll glance at it because with me comes like a hoodoo. Like I feel like every time I watch, the team that I want to win loses. I'm like bad luck that way. So you know what? I'm not watching. Didn't do much help yesterday because I didn't watch that either. And they still lost. But I'm a diehard New York fan. Knicks, Rangers, Giants, Yankees. That's my New York teams. If New York had a water polo team, I like them too. Spelunking team, all New York. Bitch slapping contest. It's from New York, unless they're from Puerto Rico. And yeah, and that's it. I mean, what can I tell you? This is, I wanted to make this one a little extra long, you know what I'm saying? Because who knows if I get to do it again, hopefully, cross my fingers. And yeah. And with that, what can I say? Hopefully I can stitch together some things to show around the shop and stuff like that, given I get the permission. And you'll get to see where I'm at, and not just this contained video. Okay? So from 1 to 1, I've been your host, Anthony Cruz. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully we get to do this again. And who knows, maybe we get to do restaurants, comic book shops, wherever. It's all game. It's all game. But if most of the time I get to do it here. So thank you, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.